Welcome everyone. There is a big chance that you have received a notification in the email. So let's give it 1 minute for everyone to hop in and join us live right now. I am so excited because there is so many amazing things happening right now, all at the same time. We are all in the vortex. If you wanna hop in, join, buckle up, because the ride is going up. I'm so excited as well to welcome everyone who is new over here. I have received so many friends requests on Facebook, so many new followers on Instagram. On Facebook there is a limit, so you can always join me through Instagram, and as well you can join my Facebook group Sovereign Hearts, and this is where I share everything I'm sharing on my Facebook. You can always follow as well and see all the notifications and join through the mailing list through the 3-day event I have recorded, and it is included in the email, and all the links are over here exactly attached to this video. So huge, big and warm welcome to you. If you are entirely new over here, let me tell you what's going on. My name is Eliza Mozal. I am an energy healer, spiritual mentor. I work energy-wise and as well as a spiritual mentorship to help people heal their energy fundamentally on a cellular level. And I help, most of the time I work with women. I am working very well with feminine energy, masculine as well, but that's not for everyone, not with everyone. And I help them heal so they can create the life they desire, they wish to be in right now. This is what I did for myself within the last year and a half. I have manifested and created whole entirely new life for myself, moving away from 9 to 5, moving across the whole world from Europe to Florida. I traveled the world when everyone was told you cannot travel, it's impossible. Yet I was doing that from country to country freely without breaking any laws. I have manifested the life I desire, the life of my dreams in nature. Just behind me there is a tropical, I call it jungle, because it has all the elements of the jungle, even if it is in the city, not far away from the city. So I have created the life of my dreams, and I help others heal their energy the way I did, so they can do the same. I do that in one-on-one basis and in a group environment. This Friday we are having another group meditation with deep energy healing. You can join that meditation. It's 4 p.m. EST, so it's entirely different time and day than usually. It's your job, if you want to join Sovereign Hearts group. That's where I'm going to post Zoom link, and it's your job as well to find out what time 4 p.m. EST is in your place, where you are in a whole wide world, so we can make it. And this is the time where anyone can join. Australia, New Zealand, because I believe it's 8 a.m. in New Zealand. Australia, Sydney time is 6 a.m. Europe, countries like London, it's 9 p.m. Countries like Poland, Germany, Austria, it's 10 p.m. Sweden, Norwegia. So anyone in a whole wide world can join. I believe in the LA, California time, that is 1 p.m. Anyone can join as well. Even if it is Hawaii, I believe that will be some morning time as well. So anyone can join at this time if you are willing to feel that frequency, have your energy healed, and experience the secret sauce, which is group environment, especially when people are imbued with that high frequency. And a huge, massive announcement I made yesterday is that doors are now open to Energy Mastery Empire Mastermind. I am so excited to be able to bring into fruition through divine guidance, through my open heart chakra, this specific knowledge, which is life-changing. It changed my life from constantly failing and spinning in circles into placing myself permanently on a higher frequency where those old lower energies, emotions cannot be attached and stay there for longer than it is necessary, a second or two, three, depending on the situation. So if you crave and desire to join, master your energy, manifest a new life the way I did, you have the link attached over here, and it would be beautiful and amazing to see you over there. There is a limited amount of spots and women I can take in, so if you desire it, take an action ASAP to be sure you are booking your spot. And I wanted to talk to you about boundaries and how that changed my life. So if your background is dealing with any level of codependency within yourself or around you, setting healthy functional boundaries is an absolute foundation and a number one to healing, to expanding, to growing. And in the same way, I took few notes. Hello! If you are coming to the room, please say hello. Share with me your love in the comments. Share with me your insights. What is the valuable over here that you are receiving? But as well, share with me what you have done in order to create healthy functional boundaries in your life. And I wanted to share first what actually are the boundaries, because we have many different boundaries. We have internal boundaries, personal boundaries, sexual boundaries, external physical boundaries, and all of it is a lot over there to talk about. And I went myself through a lot in a way. Hello, Lisa! I went through a lot and lots of learning, healing, and mastering how to do it. That doesn't mean that I am perfect at it. And that doesn't mean that I have it all figured out and above everyone. Not at all. It is a daily practice, but with time. And each time we set those boundaries, it gets easier and easier. So what I have for you, the most important for you to learn is to allow yourself to center yourself in your energy, in your core. Take a few deep breaths so you can detach from past and future, so you can be here and now in your energy, and decide if the frequency you are hearing and feeling from myself or someone else in the comments is the frequency you would like to receive. So this is first basic way of setting healthy functional boundaries, is to ground yourself in your energy, where you are today. What is the level of your energy? What is the quality of your energy today, without judging, criticizing, so you can pick, choose, and decide. And boundaries are being moderate in energy exchange. So each time we come across other people, and it could be online, it could be face to face, it could be a letter way, it could be an email, it could be a video like that. It is setting moderate scale in which we are deciding what are we taking in, what not, what is acceptable, what is not acceptable. When there is no healthy functional boundaries in place, a person can be one or another, no boundaries at all, everything gets in, everything gets out, okay? There is no moderation, there is no balance, there is only soaking everything in like a sponge, containing others people guilt, shame, pain, others people fulfilling others people needs and desires, which is not your job, or it is full-on outburst and expecting someone else to fulfill your basic needs and desires that they are for you to fulfill. And this is all I did most of my life. having absolutely no clue and no idea, what am I doing? How come my life is a mess? How come I struggle so much with having any type of healthy, functional, healthy, loving, lasting relationships, not knowing at all how to even sense, feel, and fulfill my own needs or desires, believing it is someone else's job to do it. So all my energy was going into chasing and finding someone who would do it. Newsflash, fail. It doesn't work. And I am grateful I was able to go through this level and depth of learning what's not working, to be able to deliver to you, my clients, people I work with, the energy and specific frequency and facts based on mine and my clients' learnings on what's working, what's not working. And of course, in this video, I can only pass it on so much. So let's get on and let's go to the point. So boundaries is a protective mechanism. It doesn't protect you entirely from a whole wide world, because that would be a type 2 walls. Either someone has no boundaries at all, or they have walls. They don't let in anything. Pain and pleasure included. Love and sorrow or sadness included, okay? So none of this is allowing us to experience life fully and joyfully, okay? So learning to create a higher frequency structure, that's what I call boundaries today, a higher frequency structure where I select what goes out and what goes in. Light, data, information, feelings, emotions, words, it's all the same. It's an energy. So it is an energetic exchange between us and the whole wide world, between us and us. And I think the most important is as well to realize that learning how to set a healthy functional boundaries starts with taking responsibility. Yup, that's not what I was good at all my life as well. So taking responsibility and realizing, okay, blaming others all my life for who am I today and how I feel is a victimhood practice, a victimized mindset. It doesn't work. It doesn't bring the expansion, healing, and victorious results. Adventure, joy, abundance, life, freedom, passionate, loving relationships. Okay? So, taking responsibility for yourself and your life is realizing that I am the one in charge of deciding who comes close to me or not, anyone at all or not, who gets to receive my energy or not. And I will talk about examples very soon, because at the beginning, when I was learning about it, everything was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. You're like speaking an alien language. If someone was trying to set boundaries with me, all I heard at the beginning was, away, you are abandoned right now by me. I don't care about you, because I was taking everything personally. Okay? So if I am right now having, hi Dikla, 100%, yes, because when you are on a certain frequency level and you are setting healthy functional boundaries with someone else who is not there yet, you cannot expect them to understand. You just cannot, because for them it's I don't need you in my world anymore. Okay, so they take everything personally. They don't understand it. For them, you are might be seen as rude, as wrong, as taking it all personally in a negative way. And this is something that we cannot take responsibility for. So if you're learning to set healthy functional boundaries, you only take responsibility for yourself, for your life, for your energy, and your interpretation of the world, not someone else. It is not your job to please others. It is not your job to be the way towards others, so it's tiptoeing around them, so you're not hurt their codependency way of being, okay? Tiptoeing around someone with codependence and not allowing yourself to be on a frequency where you are setting those healthy functional boundaries is creating more codependence, because you are then in codependence frequency as well, which is very, very low frequency. Setting healthy functional boundaries is actually an act of self-love towards yourself. It's taking responsibility for what you accept in your life or not. It's you taking full-on responsibility of your life experience, how you are feeling today and now. No one ever made you feel anything. Your interpretation of how someone else is or is not is making you either suffer or be free or joyous. It is your own decision. And I had to learn these things. It was not easy. Oh my goodness, please share with me in comments if you went through it. It was not easy, because I was first learning how to set healthy functional boundaries while still carrying so much codependency within me, because I didn't allow myself to actually ask for help of someone who specifically overcame codependence. Okay, I just kind of went through it on my own. I received some help, but not from someone who was in this depth of codependency that I was in and already healed from it as much as they could on this chapter of the journey they were in. So it really takes a lot of time and a lot of effort when we try to do things on our own. And I learned that on my own skin. And let me tell you, it is painful. It is dreadful. It is hardly bearable, if at all. So if you want to save yourself up time, energy, pain and suffering, although codependency is based as well on being addicted to that pain and suffering, because there is a pleasure side over there, pleasure, familiar pleasure of being a victim and all the other stuff. That's for another video. But it is extremely powerful to ask someone for help with that. I have just worked with for 3 months, I believe, 3 months with a client of mine, and she entirely broke through her codependence, through working with us in less than 2 months. I was shocked. Because it took me much longer. So it is so powerful to connect with someone who have already a high frequency of healed codependence and ask them for help and just follow what they tell you to do. It doesn't matter how painful it might seem. And as well, setting healthy functional boundaries is creating that new high frequency structure for my new life that I am manifesting right now in this now moment. Dikla says, loving yourself is knowing yourself, which boundaries is part of it too. Exactly. Thank you so much for contributing over here, sharing your beautiful love and being here. Hello, Jeanette. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Dikla. And I wanted to share as well about some examples of setting healthy functional boundaries. So at the beginning, I mistook that healthy functional boundaries are me saying to you, back off, you are not allowed to do this and that to me in my life, because this makes me feel this and that. Okay, and that was like the wholeness. That was like everything was all about that. And very quickly, through trying to do it, which it didn't work, I have realized that I was just simply trying to change people and make people be the way I would still not take responsibility for my life, which is not doing my inner work deeper and more, and expect someone else to simply behave, to not steer the boat, to tiptoe around me and my codependence. And very painfully, I had to learn that no, that doesn't work, that setting healthy functional boundaries, it starts here, and it is from me with me. It is entirely my gift to me. If someone else is in alignment with it or not, it's none of my business. But it is my job to say no. Now, let me give you a few examples. If you have questions about that, please put them down below. We can answer them live. Now, I think the most important things to remember, which we are brought up in an opposite codependent way, is that we owe people things. We owe people to be the way towards them, that the way they expect us to be. Parents, lovers, wives, husbands, children. Nah. You do not owe anything to anyone. If you caused someone any type of harm, which I did in the past, for me, in order to embody freedom frequency, I went back to whoever I could without creating more pain, and I asked them for forgiveness. Not because they owed it to me, it was more an amends type. It was more of saying, I now realized I have caused you so much pain and harm. I am so sorry. I cannot take time back. I cannot jump it back right now to take that harm and pain away from you that I have created for you, even if they did it the same to me or more or less. It didn't matter. I only took responsibility for me. It was none of my business if they would apologize to me or not. I was not going there with that. So I simply asked them. I allowed myself to be seen by them as a person who fully acknowledged what I did and takes full responsibility for it. And I have asked for forgiveness, if it's possible, or if there is something I can do to make it up for them. That's it. That's it. After doing that, as much as it was possible in my life, I truly and entirely set myself free. And if I couldn't do it few people, my willingness and the willingness to go through any lengths in over to do so was enough to set me free. And then I realized I had a divine download that we do not owe anything to anyone. That book of terms and conditions we receive when we are born from our caregivers is based on fear, lack, pain, and it leads us into separation and duality, which as a soul we willingly came here to experience. Yet now I am on a journey of returning back to wholeness and oneness. So I'm starting to realize on a deep cellular level that I do not owe anything to anyone. I have cleansed my past. I made my amends wherever I possibly could, to the best of my willingness and ability, and I truly don't owe anything to anyone. The way I live my life is no longer the way to please my parents or avoid any conflict from them because it is not in alignment with them. But the way I am leading myself as a leader, as a businesswoman, as a healer, as an energy healer and spiritual mentor, I do not owe anything to anyone at all. I do not owe anyone any free sessions. I did hundreds of them, and that only caused more lack and pain mindset foundation for people. So realize that with boundaries as well, and as well look at your life where you try to be the way you believe you owe something to someone, and realize as well why do you do it. Because I did these things to be approved of, to receive validation from them, and to be told by them that I am okay. So I didn't know how to give myself permission permission to feel amazing about me, to love myself. So I did all these things in the background to receive that from them. So that's full-on codependence. So when you heal and you set those healthy functional boundaries, you are learning, okay, I don't owe anything to anyone. So it goes down to a question, hi Sunny, you're so loving, I love you. You come to realizations, why am I doing what I'm doing? Why I talk to people this way? Why I say these things? Why I go and meet up with this group of people or this person? Do I truly deeply desire their company? Is it an equal and healthy energetic exchange over there? Or is it feeding some old codependence or unhealthy way of being? Okay? Now, another way of setting healthy functional boundaries. So if I'm setting them, for example, here in my business, in my social presence, I receive lots of messages from men who are having some kind of belief that Facebook is a dating site. Do I need to punish them? Do I need to educate them that that's not what my Facebook is about? Do I have to explain myself that I'm married? Do I have to explain them anything or be nice or even reply? Not at all. My healthy functional boundaries is that this platform is to be who I was called to be, to spread my brightest light, to be in my empowered, healed, divine loving energy, be the channel for that energy through me, working for those who are open and ready to receive it. Those who want to go with me on this journey and expand and grow and heal and learn what not to do, save up their time so the time they have left in this life is mostly overflowing with joy and love, not mostly overflowing with pain, misery, sadness and loneliness, which it was my case in the past. So if someone comes to me here for a different reason, I don't owe them even to reply, and it is not rude of me. My energy don't go there. That an hour time through the week, I prefer to put into myself, educating myself, learning more about energy, learning more about how can I help others, and spending with my own family that I have just created, with my beautiful, magnificent wife, with our puppies that I love so much, in this beautiful place, in this garden, going to the beach, doing the things I am called to do. So I do not owe to answer to anyone who reaches out to me. I'm asked very often, like, oh, can I please, I have to connect with you. You're so amazing. I absolutely love your story. I don't even know your story. Where are you from? What you're doing? And all the information is here. Do I owe them? Do I owe them? No, I don't. No, I don't. People now know that in order to connect with me, you're more than welcome to come and join group meditation, watch those videos, learn what I do. And if you want to spend time with me, there is an opportunity. It's not for everyone, but there is an opportunity to work with me on one-on-one basis, or join Energy Mastery Empire Mastermind. So that's the way to spend time with me. I will not be giving my time away from myself and my family because someone doesn't have the boundaries or doesn't even go into educating themselves. Okay, what this person here is about. Okay, let me see, let me figure out what this person is here about. Maybe they never seen before. So it is for me to set healthy functional boundaries with me, and don't take any of it personally. It is none of my business what anyone else thinks of me, but it is my business what I think of them. And if I am overflowing with resentment, which is very much my past, if I am taking everything personally, then I am wasting my energy. That my energy flow gets disturbed and it doesn't flow the way it was designed to flow for the creation, for opening, for expansion, and for love. So creating those healthy functional boundaries help me in all levels. Most of all in my personal relationships. I do not allow people to come up to me like that. It is my space, but it is for me to say, you are too close, you need to back out. You are too close, you are crossing my personal space, boundary. And if they feel bad about it, it is not my problem, because I speak from a place of love and compassion towards myself. Okay, so there is so many about it, and I will be talking about it in Energy Mastery Empire Mastermind. I will be talking about it a lot because it is such a basic foundation to expand and grow and heal, because it is bringing higher frequency into now moment and anchoring it. Another example of healthy functional boundaries, if someone asks you, now this one is a tricky one, okay, because people cross boundaries when they're not visible, okay, when they're not visible. So if you agree for everything, if you don't stand firmly in your energy, if you don't stand firmly in your own source frequency, you will be constantly overstepped. So if your all attention goes outwards and never goes there, it will always be crashed. So meditation, breath work, solid way of learning to love yourself and investing your time, your money, your literally physical money into you, your focus, your love. So it's energy and matter that you invest in you, in your growth, is an absolute basic. When you are standing tall in your energy, you're starting to realize, okay, this person is overstepping my boundary. It's not because there is something wrong with them. It is not because they are bad people. They just simply don't know what they don't know. Or they apply to different terms and conditions that you are applying right now. And that's okay. So it is just for you to say, no, this is not for me. Okay? And you can give yourself as well permission to not even feel the need to reply. You definitely don't need to explain yourself with anything. With anything. Absolutely. Because you don't owe anything to anyone. You can say, no, thank you. And you can speak about conscious no or conscious yes. This is what the power of now is talking about. I conscious, loving, compassionate, no. No, that's not for me. Okay? So there are people who are approaching me, Eliza, English is not my best language. Can you translate your whole video into Polish? Or can you translate your whole post into Polish? And this is not my strong side. I am strong in English, in talking about it in English, not in Polish. I've not been living in Poland for 18 years. I learned everything here in English, so the only way I can understand and talk about it is English, not Polish. So I'm not going to be spending 4 or 5 hours feeding someone's lack of being resourceful and just simply learning and expanding their knowledge themselves. I'm just going to not reply. I'm just going to send them love. I'm going to send them compassion through my heart, and I'm going to stick to my knowing. I honor my time. I honor my energy. I honor my family, and I'm not going to be taking away from that to fulfill someone's basic need, which is learning English. I came to Scotland from Poland, oh my God, 18 years ago. Right now I'm in Florida, and I went there with very little English, and in a 6 months time I went like that, because it was my basic need, but as well desire that someone is going to understand what I'm trying to express. I was desiring to be understood for what I am expressing. So of course it was my job not to expect them to understand my Polish, but to be sure that the way I speak is the most clear way that I express myself, and I clear away space in which confusion or misunderstanding can appear. I hope that makes sense. Please let me know if you are receiving value from this video. if you are struggling with setting your own healthy functional boundaries, this video, watching it back and forth over and over again and taking notes and learning from it and putting it into your life and researching more about it is the absolute key. If you desire to learn more about it and join Mastermind and create your own inner empire by mastering your energy in motion, emotion, you are more than welcome to click the link attached here and ask your heart what you desire. And one more thing I will just touch on, that very often through not having healthy functional boundaries, we are expecting others, or we are expected to fulfill their own normal basic needs. So it is so important in relationships to understand that it is not your husband's or your wife's job to make you happy. It is your job to fulfill your happiness. Is a basic need. Happiness is it could be a desire for others, it could be a basic need, okay? So your basic needs are for you to be noticed, felt, seen and fulfilled, not for someone else. If you cannot do it, you can ask someone for help, but without expecting them to do it. They have to have a full-on freedom to say, no, I'm right now spending that time on my needs and my desires. If I will fulfill them, if I will have any time left, I might come back and help you, I might not. So learning to fulfill your own needs, takes away all of the pain. It takes away all of the disappointment. It takes away charging others with your responsibility for your own life. It is absolutely life-changing. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Please comment below what was the most valuable for you to hear. And I will see you soon in my next video. Lots of love.